What's up, everybody? It's Dath to bring you guys another video. After yesterday. If you haven't seen my video from yesterday, please watch it. I am back, so I'm now making more videos on YouTube. I had the spare time to do so. So thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to people out there like Wolflow, Cripple64, Dayside 187, Jack Move Johnny, Retro Knight, and you know exactly who you are. So thank you guys, and of course, shout out to the PlayStation Brotherhood like Dobby Power and Brendan Desu. Anyway, so I want to talk to you guys about two topics that interest me really lately, and that is the PlayStation event that happened yesterday, September 7th, I think around 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and also a lot of information regarding the things that Sony's going to do this fall season in regards to their gaming experiences. Anyway, so let's get right down to it. So first of all, if you guys didn't know, Sony have finally unveiled the PS4 Neo this year, and it's not called the PS4 Neo, it's called the PS4 Pro. Okay. And it's going to be released, I think November. I don't know the date, so I'm not going to give you a number. But anyways, we're going to be releasing November, and it's available for Amazon. Sorry, it's available for pre-order on Amazon. In fact, I'm actually looking for you guys right now. But it's coming out in November 2016 of this year, so you can have it available for pre-order and get right down to it. Okay, so it's coming out November 10th, 2016, and it's going to be 1 terabyte console. And what's also about this console is that they showcase all the specifications, the dimensions, and everything about it. As you guys know, this thing is now quote-unquote 4K capable. Of course, not native 4K, but you know, I guess I don't know what word I'm looking for. Sub-K 4K. The thing is 139 by 16.8 by 4 inches, so you guys can check out that. But anyway, make sure you get it available for pre-order. It's $400. And there will be some new bundles being released this year alongside the PlayStation 4 Pro. But anyway, the PS4 Pro is coming out this year, which is freaking amazing. And I am not too interested in picking this thing up because I'm skeptical about the things that developers are going to be doing with this platform. And here's why. First off, I'm skeptical to the fact that even though this new system is, I think, almost twice as powerful as the standard edition of the PS4, what I'm skeptical about are the games that are 30 frames per second, you know, that have been released previously, not being released now, but released previously, are they going to be, you know, unlocked to 60 frames per second? Take games like Uncharted 4, that's 30 frames per second, the single player, not the multiplayer. The multiplayer single is 60 frames per second, but the single player is 30 frames per second. Or games like Bloodborne, or games like Far Cry 4. These games at 30 frames per second, is it possible that the developers of these games can possibly send, maybe, just maybe, software updates through PSN when you have a PS4 Pro so you can actually play these games at 60 frames per second? I mean, because it would be amazing if I could play Bloodborne at 60 frames per second, or Uncharted 4 single player at 60 frames per second. Because if I possibly can, I will be upgrading to a PS4 Pro. I will be purchasing a PS4 Pro to my house. I'll be transferring the data of my internal hard drive to the PS4 Pro, copy all the data, save and everything about it, and then sell the PS4 standard edition to eBay or give it to one of my buddies or whatnot. It doesn't matter. Just basically getting rid of it. I would gladly upgrade to PS4 Pro if developers are willing to go back to the games that they've already released and actually patch them for 60 frames per second. Because we have an example of a game that's going to do this, and that is Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is freaking great. Even though I don't care too much about Rise of Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider, which has been, this article has been posted on VG247. It shows that this game will allow you to configure the graphics and the frame rate in the game. Now, this is the first game that actually do this. You know what I'm saying? Another game that's actually allowed you to do this, and this is not even taking advantage of the PS4 Pro's capabilities, and that is Neo. And that was leaked to come out, I think, October 28th of this year, October 25th. And I think 3 games come out that day, which is World of Final Fantasy and another game I can't remember. I think it's Exist Archive, both JRPGs. But anyway, this game is something that I think that every developer needs to look at as an example. The fact that Square Enix or Crystal Dynamics, I think, in Crystal Dynamics, excuse me, got a little gas in my, I love bloating in my stomach, sorry. Anyway, I want to see developers take advantage of this. If we really could have the games in the past or in the future that were planning to be 30 frames per second and make them 60 frames per second for the new technology, absolutely, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? I bet you will increase sales. I bet you'll increase sales if you would do that. You know what I'm saying? I know some people personally in real life who said, I'm not buying Bloodborne because it's 30 frames per second. It's unacceptable. Or I'm not buying Dark Souls 3 because it's 30 frames per second. I'm going to buy Dark Souls 3 on PC. I'm not joking. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they didn't pay full price when they bought it on PC anyway, because they're always using CDP websites. But this is great to see the PS4 Pro, and developers using this. However, not all developers are doing this. In fact, Mass Effect Andromeda, which is a game I'm looking forward to next year, which I won't be buying day one from EA, knowing them. The game is going to be 30 frames per second, even with the PS4 Pro. Folks, it's got nothing to do with the hardware. It's basically the developers that are at fault here. They don't want to take advantage of the hardware. So that's why you're going to see 30 frames per second, even when this system is what? I mean, I'm not going to go get percentages, but what, half, about half to a full half, twice more powerful, whatever word you want to come up with. The point remains using 20%, 25% to 75% more powerful. I don't care. The point remains these developers are being lazy, and Mass Effect Andromeda, again, going to buy it on PC. Because, and I'll be damned if this game was 30 frames per second on PC. But anyway, these developers are lazy. I'm telling you, lazy. It's 30 frames per second Mass Effect Andromeda. Wow. And these developers act like this probably... These developers are just lazy. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to repeat myself over and over again. Anyway, so I want to see this being utilized with all games in the past and the future. Horizon Zero Dawn is not confirmed on the internet so far. Will this game be still 30 frames per second? You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to wait and see until it comes out in February of 2017, which I can't remember what the date is for that, but I know it's February 2017. I think it's after Persona 5, which is going to be game of the year for me. You probably guys are hearing Persona 3 background music, Persona 3 music in the background, but I cannot wait for this if they're able to take advantage of this. So not only did the PS4 Pro get announced, also the PS4 Slim got announced as well. It looks like a triple. If you look at the hardware console itself, it looks like a slanted, squared triple sandwich. If you look at this system, it looks oddly weird, man. It looks really weird. It is what it is. It's the PS4 Slim, and they're going to be releasing bundles this holiday season, man. I think Microsoft is not going to win when it comes to bundles this holiday season. It's not going to happen. This Christmas season, Thanksgiving season is not going to happen, period. Sony's got this on lockdown because you guys see the bundles on Amazon. Games like a Watch Dogs 2, what's another one? Uncharted 4. They're all going to be $29.99, and they're going to be, I think, 1 terabyte. That's right, 1 terabyte slim consoles with $2.99 price tags with some of your favorite games. I don't care about Watch Dogs 2 at all. Don't care. But Uncharted 4, I would have bought that in a heartbeat if I didn't buy it already. So, and by the way, I'm going to be doing more Uncharted 4 gameplay, multiplayer gameplay. I'm going to get back into that. So that was pretty good at their part. They showed a case the games actually being of that capability. So, even though at the conference, Horizon Zero Dawn was shown as 30 frames per second, it's still possible to maybe make it 60 frames. We'll see. I don't know. But this game has been in development for quite some time, so it is what it is. Also, I think the other bundles that were mentioned was also NHL 17 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So I think those right there also are getting slim bundles. But just to let you know, this is off topic, but Microsoft has won the allegedly, supposedly speaking, I'm skeptical, but they won the Xbox One. So they won the NPD sales chart of August. So it is what it is. The Xbox One Slim. I guess everybody was waiting for that Slim because that console, that VCR looking thing, a joke. A joke. I actually don't have the Xbox One anymore. I got rid of it because I'm actually waiting for a Slim version. We're going with the Slim, but I'm going to wait now. I'm just, again, overwhelmed by the amount of games I got to play. So I want to keep this video on for too long, but that's just basically what I want to talk about. Is basically the Xbox One. Xbox One, PS4 Slim, the PS4 Pro, the event, and also some things that are coming out. I think that's all covers it. So, folks, thank you guys for tuning in with this video, and I'm going to make some more videos after this. So stay tuned, and you guys have a great day. Peace out.